What was the best year for The Sims 4? Let's settle it once and for all. Welcome to my new series. This is the ERAS tour.
I am part of the EA Creator Network, so some packs were gifted to me and some packs I've purchased myself.
I've been making Sims videos since 2018, and I often find myself reflecting on how great it was back then. And it got me thinking, am I just blinded by nostalgia, or has the community just grown so much that all of the hate and negativity towards the game is finally getting to me and making me believe that the game isn't good anymore? Has the novelty of a new armchair worn off, and the law of diminishing returns is finally starting to kick in as we realize that we didn't need another fluffy rug after the first one in City Living? That one is still the best one? Or are we all just getting older and finally opening our eyes up to corporate greed, looking at our bank accounts and resenting how much we've spent on this game? Whatever the reason may be, I'm here to finally get to the bottom of it and figure out for myself what year was truly the best year for The Sims 4. Are the packs actually getting worse, or are we just wrong? To accomplish this, I will be building a house for every single year of The Sims 4 using only the packs that were released in that year. From there, we'll be able to compare and contrast each house from each year to determine which year was the best year. If you guys like this idea for a series, please do give this video a thumbs up so I know that you guys want me to continue it. And also comment down below what year you guys think is the best year in The Sims. And of course, I always love incorporating your guys' ideas, so please comment down below any additional rules or guidelines you think I should follow to make this series more fun. And before we get started, a kind reminder to please consider using code DoctorAshley at checkout on the EA app or thesims.com when you're buying any expansion packs, kits, bundles, pre-orders, whatever it is, and 5% of your purchase will go towards supporting me and my channel instead of to EA. But with that being said, let's embark on this historic journey with The Sims 4 all the way back to the year 2014 and 2015. As we know, The Sims 4 base game was released in September of 2014, so for the purpose of episode 1, I'm going to be combining 2014 and 2015, since nothing really happened in Q4 of 2014 anyways. Yes, I could have done a base game only build, but I feel like I've done a ton of base game only builds on my channel, and I want episode 1 to be more interesting. So in 2014 and 2015, we got 1 free holiday update, 2 expansion packs, 2 game packs, and 4 stuff packs. Not gonna lie, Get to Work and Get Together aren't really my favorite expansion packs, but the fact that Perfect Patio Stuff Pack, Cool Kitchen Stuff Pack, Spa Day, and Outdoor Retreat were all dropped in the first year of The Sims is actually crazy to me. Those are some of my most used packs, and I can't believe I didn't even realize they were dropped 10 years ago. We are definitely starting off strong. I can already tell that year 1 was an amazing era. So as you can see, we're going to be building in Granite Falls today on the Forest Hideaway lot. This world comes with the Outdoor Retreat game pack. There used to be a house on this lot, but I just deleted the structure and kept some of the landscaping because I'm a little bit lazy. Thank goodness I'm not building with a budget with this series. I feel like I forgot what it feels like to just build freely. As usual, I'll pop my reference photo up on the screen right now. I wanted to go for this kind of modern cabin looking house. I like it because it kind of fits the vibe of Granite Falls, but it's still modern, so we can use some of the appliances like the Cool Kitchen Stuff Pack on the interior. This is like my ideal house shape that I just love building in The Sims. Okay, the general shape looks pretty accurate. I think we won't really know until we start putting the roofing on so we can see the proportions properly. So why don't we go ahead and do that? It looks like this entire build is only using gabled roofing and half gabled roofing. It might be a little bit tricky trying to line up all of the different heights though, because there's so many pieces involved. There's nothing that a good half gabled roof piece can't fix. It basically just allows you to cover up all of the unfinished edges. Okay, what do we think of this roofing? I think it looks pretty accurate to the photograph, although we are missing this half gabled roof piece just on this little bump out, and then I think we're perfect. Let's go in with a basic black roof trim and a matching black sheet metal roof texture. For the sake of the video concept, I guess I should try and use as many items from the packs as possible. For the columns, we definitely have to use these natural wood ones from the Outdoor Retreat pack. Windows might be a little bit tricky because I don't think we got any particularly good windows in these packs. These ones from the base game are kind of accurate, although the trim is way too thick.
That's kind of the same issue with the ones from Get Together. These ones from Get to Work are okay. Maybe this one from the base game is kind of accurate. I am so disappointed with the window selection. I need to take a break. Let's go to doors instead. Okay, doors are a little bit more promising. I do love this one from Get Together. Also, this new one from the base game is perfect. And yes, I know that this door wouldn't have been available back in 2015, but it's in the base game now, so you just gotta let me have it, okay? We can't truly go back in time. Let's just put the matching base game windows on either side of the door. I'm very on the fence in terms of how I feel about this entire window situation. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I kind of wish we had more packs. I guess this is just how it was back in the day, which is kind of sad. Let's continue these modern base game windows on the top here. I am begging you to please not give me a hard time about using the new birthday base game stuff. There have been so many base game updates throughout the years, like updating swatches and everything. We're not gonna go back in time and be all nitpicky about when certain swatches came out and all that stuff, okay? We just can't. For the side paneling, we have two obvious options. We can either go with the classic like cabin looking one from Outdoor Retreat, or we can use Spa Day, which is a really enticing option because, as you guys know, I love Spa Day, and the horizontal and vertical wood paneling is some of my most used wallpaper, I would say. Only potential problem with this is the fact that none of the wood tones at this point are matching like whatsoever, which is bringing back a lot of, I guess, frustrating memories of mismatched wood tones. I feel like that's one of the main improvements the Sims team made as of recent years. All of the wood tones and swatches match with each other, even from pack to pack, to the point that I genuinely think certain items belong in other packs because they match so well. But boy, do I remember the days when swatches so painfully did not match each other at all. Like, those were truly the OG days. I feel like if we can't get the columns to match, we should just make it like very obviously a different color, like an accent color like black or something. I just feel like a statement column would look a lot better than like a slightly off brown tone. Okay, the general facade is looking pretty sweet and accurate to the photo. Now I'm just gonna raise this up on a small platform so I can add a staircase. Unfortunately, there's no wooden staircase from Outdoor Retreat, so let's just use this base game one. Let's use a wooden stilt foundation for the porch area, and then maybe one of these ones from Get Together for the rest of the structure. That's looking very cozy and inviting. Let's try and use this Granite Falls wood out on the porch. Okay, I'm considering changing the columns back to this off color. Even like a warm brown might look a little bit nicer. Just something softer is better, I think. For the outdoor lighting, we got these lanterns from the Get Together pack in tons of nice colors. Let's go with this coppery brown color to introduce some more warmth to the build. Luckily, we did get a few of these forest flowers from Outdoor Retreat, so we can use a lot of these as the basis for our color scheme. Luckily, we are in like a foresty camping environment, so we can kind of go crazy and make it look overgrown, and that wouldn't be unnatural. Also, as you can see, I just kind of followed a similar design on the back of the home. We do have quite a generous backyard over here, so I'm just gonna make multiple pathways going out from the home so you can access this beautiful, basically private lake attached to your home. I'm kind of shocked that Outdoor Retreat came out in the first year of The Sims because it's such a beautiful and like novel world. The fact that you got vacation rentals with this pack as well is pretty significant for like a first year release. I can kind of see why the community was so adamant for like a hotel or resorts pack, given the fact that Outdoor Retreat and these vacation rental lots came so early on in the game. But on that note, I would love to hear down below when each of you guys joined the Sims community and actually started playing. We actually got a lot of cool trees with the Outdoor Retreat pack, especially especially this one. Like, oh my gosh, why do I not use this more often? It's so cool. I want to use it over here to like frame our pathway entryway. Yes, that looks so pretty, doesn't it? Now just going in with the matching floor lanterns for our garden. I will say, as of this moment, I don't feel super restricted by the lack of packs. Besides my mini window meltdown earlier, I do like how the build is turning out so far. The part that I'm kind of nervous about is obviously the interior. I just don't really know what life is like without city living, dream home decorator, and the high school years expansion pack. Okay, here's the exterior landscaping all done. I think it's pretty nice looking. Now it's time to do the patio section, and this is where the Perfect Patio Stuff Pack is really gonna shine. This is once again another pack that I'm absolutely shocked came out in the first year of The Sims, because this is by far my go-to and just my favorite outdoor patio stuff. To be fair, we haven't really gotten many patio specific packs, but I honestly don't think we need any. And here's our front patio area all done. Now moving on to the left side, I think I'm just gonna include like a small bistro table. These chairs from the base game are probably fine with probably like the matching table. Okay, the next order of business is to work on this large backyard, and luckily we have the outdoor retreat pack and the Perfect Patio Stuff Pack. So not only do we have a ton of fun outdoor activities like a fire pit, we also have nice hot tubs with the Perfect Patio Stuff Pack. I don't know about you, but in my opinion, it would be an absolute crime not to include one of these beautiful hot tubs, especially while we have the chance. I know we have hot tubs in the base game now, but they're not nearly as nice as the ones that came with Perfect Patio. Super random, but we also have spa day, so we could make like some sort of sauna or jacuzzi. I don't know if it makes sense to put it in like one of these upstairs rooms. I was gonna make one of these a bedroom, but maybe it makes more sense to make it a sauna. I'm just gonna leave that here now and let that idea marinate a little bit. In the meantime, let's distribute out these little activities. This is like the horseshoe throwing game. Right here in this nook is probably fine. The jacuzzi can go on the patio here, just undercover. And of course we have to go in with these log seats for our fire pit. Over here on the edge of the lot would be nice, and there's a nice view of the lake behind you. Hopefully I'm not missing any other backyard activities. I should definitely include a barbecue. Maybe it should go on the porch, and then the jacuzzi should maybe be like hidden in the corner over here. There's kind of already like a natural dirt pathway that goes towards it, so it feels right. Now we can place our barbecue on the patio. This feels a little bit better. And then we'll finish off with maybe just a picnic bench or two. For some reason I never use this picnic bench, but it's actually so cute. I should really use it more often. Let's also add in this cute bench over here for good measure. This is our one and only opportunity we'll have to use these specific items, so we better use all of the ones we like, because if I don't use them now, I'm not gonna be able to see them again for the next 10 episodes. One item we haven't used yet are these vines from the Get Together pack, and I'm inclined to use them now because, like I said, I'm not gonna get another opportunity in any of the future episodes, and you guys know how obsessed I am with these vines. They also kind of work as like privacy screens in a way for these windows, so I just don't want to have any regrets. So here is the exterior of our home, all finished using only packs that were released in the first year of The Sims, aka the end of 2014 and 2015. I genuinely think that this exterior looks amazing. I can't believe that all of these assets are basically 10 years old. Like, if you really think about it, these are a lot of the items that I still use today in my everyday building. Like, I love a fire pit, I love a jacuzzi, I'm still obsessed with these vines. Comment down below what you guys think of this exterior. In my opinion, the Sims 4 Year 1 packs
definitely passed the vibe check. Fingers crossed the interior will be just as impressive as the exterior, but here you can see I've already kind of made a floor plan. We'll have our open concept kitchen, living, and dining room here, a small powder room over here, and then a primary bedroom on the right-hand side. On the upstairs, we'll have one more bedroom, a large bathroom, and then potentially a sauna, because we do have spa day. Honestly, the sauna vibe really goes with the like cabin aesthetic. I feel like if you live in like a nice modern cabin out in the woods, you would be into that like sauna, cold plunge type of a thing. As always, I'm most excited about the kitchen, so let's start there. We are so lucky that these packs came with so many different kitchen counter options. We have spa day, the perfect patio happened to come with a kitchen counter, and the cool kitchen stuff pack also. Obviously, we're going to be using the cool kitchen stuff pack today, but it's important to note that year one of The Sims was a good year for counters. Maybe I'll try and do like a wraparound kitchen moment. That way I can go in with a bunch of cabinets because I love the glass cabinets that come with the cool kitchen stuff pack. Do we want to do like an all brown look and change the backsplash to the spa day brown? Is that too brown? Blue feels too retro. Navy could be nice. I don't love navy and brown though. I have to use as much spa day as possible while I still can before it gets ripped away from me and I can't use it anymore. Now I'm just gonna clutter up the kitchen with all of our essentials and try and use as many items from the packs as I can. Okay, one pack that I have very obviously neglected is the spooky stuff pack. I don't think I've used a single item from that pack, nor have I even come across any of those items in the catalog yet. Like, they just don't stand out to me. Oh, I also haven't really used the holiday pack that much either because obviously I'm not making a holiday build, but this overhead light is kind of universal, I feel like. Although it might make more sense to put this over the potential dining table over here and then use something more simple over the island. Ah yes, like these cool kitchen stuff pack pendant lights. These are a must. Okay, confession time. I never really quite knew what this item was from the cool kitchen stuff pack. Like, I assumed it was potentially a drying rack, but it also didn't quite make any sense to me because why is it a drying rack for only plates? So then in that case, is it just like a storage vessel for plates? In which case I've never seen that before, especially in like a residential kitchen setting, but I'm just gonna pretend like it's a drying rack and use it as such. Okay, I've actually come to the conclusion that I hate the brown on brown on brown. I'm just over it. I looked away for a second and then I looked back and I came to my senses or something, but I just don't like it. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, that obviously looks a lot better, doesn't it? And I'll do brown cabinets, how about? So it's not all completely like stark white. Oh gosh, now I don't know what to do for the backsplash. Oh no, I actually don't like it at all. What do I do? Okay, maybe something from the base game like this? It looks so retro though, but maybe in a good way? In real life, I would want a bright kitchen backsplash to make the space feel bigger. Let's change the counters back to our original counter. So we've basically made no progress. We'll darken the hood fan so it matches our cabinets. Am I completely delusional in thinking that this entire build will be fixed if I just add a really good rug? Something like this outdoorsy base game one to really like tie it all together and bring in some character. Let's also anchor off this wall here by adding a full-length cabinet, kind of like our pantry or like dish storage. That definitely makes the room feel more like complete and realistic. We'll toss in a trash can just over here. Oh, you know, for good measure, we'll use the one from Get to Work. Oh my gosh, we haven't used anything from the luxury party stuff pack either. The very first stuff pack that was ever released. Arguably the worst stuff pack that was ever released as well. You know what? These bar stools slap. These bar stools do not get enough credit. Look at how nice this beige like tone on tone is. This was ahead of its time. There's actually a lot of really nice neutral swatches as well. Okay, justice for the luxury party stuff pack. I'm really happy with this kitchen. I think we're all done with the kitchen. What do you guys think? The color scheme was definitely a little bit of a struggle, but we got there in the end, and I'm really happy with the result. Now let's move on to the dining room. I think this would be a good opportunity to use this dining table from Get Together, since we haven't really used a lot of items from that pack yet. I wonder if these spa day chairs could be kind of cute, since we are going for a little bit more of a modern vibe. The problem is we have way too many mismatched wood tones going on in this build, which maybe makes sense because we are like in the forest. Kind of. I genuinely don't mind mismatching my woods, but there is a limit, I think. Once again, let's try and solve all of our problems with a good rug, and funny enough, we didn't get that many new rugs in the first year of The Sims, and the ones that we did get are kind of weak. The base game will be pulling through for us here. Our plant selection for year one is also kind of limited. I guess we have this one, which I barely ever use. I don't think I've used this ever. It's from the Outdoor Retreat pack, and it is actually kind of pretty, I guess. Also, by the way, I did go ahead and frame this section of the kitchen just using the same spandrel and columns that I used on the exterior. I think it does a really nice job at framing the kitchen. I already know the curtain game is going to be so weak. I feel like we didn't get good curtains until like literally 2021 or 2022 in The Sims. Here's our basic dining room all done. I love how earthy it looks. It definitely blends in with the environment, and I'm happy we were actually able to use an item from the holiday pack. Now moving on to our living room area. Luckily we have this blank wall to mount a TV. The couch selection really isn't great. We could maybe try and make this like cabin couch work, or also this one from Spa Day is one that I do tend to gravitate towards, actually. The only problem is this spa day couch just doesn't look that comfy. It just looks so stiff and like not fluffy. I mean, this one doesn't look much better, I guess. It looks like if you jumped on it, you would break it. That wood frame has seen better days. I think we have too much wood going on in this room, so I am gonna use the spa day couch. Oh gosh, are we adding more brown to this room? I feel like it's the only option is to just double down on the brown and make this all brown room. Oh no, maybe I should change the wallpaper. This is a good opportunity to use this fireplace from Get Together, mount a TV from the base game. I guess we can try and make this stone coffee table work. It's kind of like contemporary and modern in a way. The lack of good rug options is really starting to show. I feel like we're gonna have a hard time filling this entire home. Just adding some clutter to the coffee table, like these candles from Spa Day, this wooden floor lamp from the Outdoor Retreat pack in the corner to add like a cozy vibe to the space. And let's finish off with this patio stuff pack plant in the corner. Okay, how do we feel about the beige walls? I'm thinking maybe even this like earthy green color. Okay, let's go with that. I think it does look nice, and it does set the tone and the vibe for the rest of the build. So for the downstairs bathroom, I for sure want to go for something a little bit moodier and darker on the walls. Obviously, Spa Day is an option, especially since this is our one and only chance to use it in this series. Let's grab the matching floor tiles so it looks seamless. We have the option of a Spa Day shower, which could be nice because it's obviously quite luxurious. That and the other options aren't that great. We have no choice but to go in with a Spa Day toilet as well, and I guess we might as well grab the matching Spa Day sink while we're at it. Let's grab this fluffy white base game bath mat. Unfortunately, I'm also not super impressed by the artwork selection. Wow, the first year of The Sims must have been rough because you had like no painting selection. Probably every single one of your houses looked the same because you were using the same paintings over and over again. I feel like I've never used the Spa Day light strip. Should I just like throw one in for good measure? Maybe behind the toilet? Might as well, right? Nobody's mad about that. Do we want window coverings in this bathroom, or do we not care? Because we can use this one from Get to Work. I feel like we haven't used that much Get to Work in this build yet, so no better time than the bathroom. And here is our downstairs bathroom all done, mainly using the Spa Day game pack and the Get to Work curtains. So let's move on to the primary bedroom. I'm very excited to see what kind of beds we got in the first year of The Sims. It looks like we have a lot of options from the Outdoor Retreat game pack, which is honestly really surprising. Like, oh, We only got beds in the outdoor retreat pack. Oh no, we got this one from Get to Work. Okay, that's actually crazy because we got 2 expansion packs and not a single bed. In my opinion, that is not a very good look. You guys know me, I want expansion packs to be the full meal deal. So the fact that we got 2 expansion packs and not a single bed is actually crazy. Thank goodness the outdoor retreat pack is saving the day, and the bed does happen to be really beautiful. Maybe we can pair it with these more proper looking nightstands from Get Together. The rug struggle continues. We're really running out of good rugs to use. Let's use this one from the base game, I guess. I kind of want to try this green bedspread and then maybe try and tie in these end tables with the colors in the rug. We'll grab the matching dresser from Get Together over here. This big wooden mirror on top, I guess. I really like this twinkly branches lamp from the outdoor retreat pack. Let's put this voluptuous base game plant against the window here and pair it with an armchair. This one from Get to Work, perhaps? I don't know if it's like too modern, but I don't know, I think we can make it work. It might look cute with this base game end table, maybe like a mini reading nook. I imagine this room gets pretty hot during the summer, especially with all of these windows, and maybe there's no air conditioning in this home, so let's go in with this overhead fan. I think this is all we're gonna add into our primary bedroom. Plus, we do have this sliding door here, so you can go out to the balcony and relax on these big couches, so I think there's more than enough seating. That's gonna be it for our primary bedroom. I think it looks really good. I think we should just work on our lobby area. I just put this console table from Spa Day and then cluttered it up with a bunch of items just from the base game here. I also put down some rugs, and I'm thinking of putting maybe an ottoman in this corner. I think this one actually from Get Together would be an interesting addition, especially since we do have the stone coffee table in the living room. We should definitely put this large modern spa day mirror there. That definitely makes a statement. We haven't used this plant from the Get to Work pack, so let's put that there. And I kind of want to go in with some like kitchen cabinets over here. Obviously not this color, but I imagine this could probably be kind of like a coat closet, or make it look like a coat closet or like a shoe storage area. These base game cabinets are so versatile because they honestly look like they could be a wardrobe, a closet, literally anything. Like, they don't just have to be for the kitchen. And I'm really happy they updated all of the swatches because wait a second, are these ones new? Hold up, I don't remember these ones. Wait, am I actually like not smart? Because how did I not notice this one with like the texture? Wait, I am so confused. How did I miss this? Please tell me these came in like a recent update, because I honestly have no recollection of this like grainy wood being added, but I love it. What a pleasant surprise. Okay, let's replace our overhead light with this modern one from the base game. Do you think that this lobby area would look better in this green swatch? Yes or no? Let me know down below if that was a bad idea or not. But with that being said, here is our modern entryway area and entire first floor all complete. The color scheme is extremely earth toned, which is really bringing me back to like the classic DoctorAshley neutral color scheme days. But I do think it works well, especially with the environment of being like a cabin in the forest. So I'm super happy with this first floor. Let's move on upstairs to our second floor. Okay, you guys know the drill. First and foremost, I'm gonna go ahead and just duplicate everything I have in the bathroom downstairs, upstairs. Okay, let's just do this kind of like beige tone on tone on tone. It's such a cop-out, but honestly, if it works, it works. I love a good tone on tone. There we go. Complete sad beige modern spa day bathroom, okay? What can you do? I only have 8 packs installed and they're all the year 1 packs, okay? All of the good bathroom stuff comes later. It's not my fault. I will not take responsibility. I totally forgot about this light strip. Maybe if I add this giant light strip, everything will be okay again. Oh my gosh. It's great. Everything looks fine. Okay, here is the bathroom. Oh, I forgot curtains. Wait, pause. Thank you, Get to Work pack, for your service. Here is our second bathroom upstairs, all done. It looks just like the downstairs one, except it was a struggle to get here, and it's a little bit of a lighter color scheme. So, cool. Let's move on. I want to work on this sauna, actually, because oddly enough, I am very excited for it. Especially knowing the fact that we didn't get that many beds with the year one packs. I'm like not motivated to make this a bedroom, and I might as well make it a sauna. And you know what? This could be the perfect opportunity to use the Spooky Day Stuff Pack wood, because saunas often have like wood floors, right? It looks kind of weathered, maybe a little water damage. I'm pretty sure we haven't used anything from the Spooky Day Stuff Pack in this build yet, so we need to, we need to let it shine. I feel like we can probably fill these gaps with some bamboo, block out any of that excess sunlight, and add to the zen environment. I guess some of these lanterns on the ground would be kind of nice. We can use the outdoor retreat ones and the perfect patio stuff pack ones. Okay, I think that's good for our sauna room. I guess we could potentially switch out this door for one of the actual sauna doors from Spa Day. That would just make it feel a little bit more realistic. We can grab this beige swatch too, which kind of blends in with our wall color. Last but not least, let's work on this final secondary bedroom. This can be like a guest bedroom or perhaps a kid's bedroom. Maybe the bedroom up here can be a little bit more traditional cabin-y. Let's grab all of the matching items from the outdoor retreat pack. At this point, I'm basically going through the entire catalog and finding which pack specific items I can include in this room, knowing I won't be able to include them in any other build after this. We should probably put a few bookshelves in this home somewhere, maybe even in the hallway is fine. This one is a little bit too traditional. Maybe this modern one would be better. But maybe for this bedroom, like, I don't know, it's already a functioning bedroom. We have a bed and a dresser. What more do you want, right? We can't afford to get greedy right now. We only have 8 packs. Actually, we don't have a desk yet, so I don't know how we feel about that, but we could potentially add one. I'm imagining this bedroom is kind of like a spare bedroom, but also like a storage area for all of their like off-season equipment and stuff. Maybe it's the parents that mainly come up and use this vacation home, and their kid never joins them and is always off doing other things. I'm getting peer pressured into using this wooden chair from Get Together just because I know it's a limited time offer, but I mean, I guess it looks kind of good. Oh, you know what? This room is missing a rug. That's why I'm like, why does it look so like fragmented? But it needs a rug, which isn't great news because there's no good rugs left. I haven't used this one yet. It's a little bit too childish. What am I doing? We haven't used this base game rug, which can look quite nice once you size it down, and if you find a color swatch that like unifies the room. Something like this blue could honestly be kind of nice because it does have neutral elements. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with a pop of blue. I feel like it feels kind of like teenage boyish too. We can put this giant one on the table here. That makes a statement. What other junk can we find in this miscellaneous decor category? Ooh, this little like log thing. Okay, obviously not in the bedroom. Let's put it right here just for good measure. You know, it doesn't hurt. It's a nice little detail. Might as well go in with this Spa Day speaker. And I don't know, maybe a few of these posters on the wall just to make it look like they attempted to customize this room for their kid or something, but it never really ended up looking cohesive or whatever, so it just turned into a storage room. One final stand-up mirror next to our dresser here. I just darkened the walls to make it feel a little bit more cozy, and then I'm going in with yet another overhead fan. And with that, here is our secondary bedroom slash office slash storage space all done. And then out here in the landing area, I just added this little side chair for a reading nook, and that's basically it for our landing area, and that's gonna be it for our entire build. So I'm happy to report that this is what year one of The Sims 4 gave to us. I will be honest, I think this does look like a limited pack build. Like, you can definitely tell I don't have all of the packs I usually usually have. However, I don't think you can necessarily tell that the packs in this build are all from 2014 and 2015. A lot of the items that I use in this build are some of my everyday staple items that I still use today in my building. I am truly so impressed that so many of the year one items have stood the test of time and have proven to be like truly timeless pieces. I'm pretty sure I was able to use at least one item from every single pack that was released in year one. So hopefully you think this is a good representation of what year one gave us in The Sims 4. But as per usual, please let me know down below what you guys think of this build as a whole, and also what you think of the 2014 and 2015 Sims 4 era in general. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and you want me to continue this series. It really helps me out. And comment down below what type of home or what rules we should follow for episode 2 of the ERAS tour. A kind reminder to please consider using code DoctorAshley at checkout on the EA app and thesims.com, and 5% of your purchase will go towards supporting me instead of to EA. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I can't wait to see what we're gonna do next week, and as usual, I hope you guys all have a very above average day. Love you!